Trends. We see them in our daily lives, but how did they come about? There are various trends that we see as high school students, such as Lululemon, Uggs, Sephora makeup, and an unexpected trend, reusable water bottles.
Trends start on social media. It's the easiest, fastest way to reach a large audience. These new crazes are most common in the millennial and Gen Z generations.
When we think about trends, we don't usually think about metal water bottles. And although they have been around for a while, their popularity has skyrocketed in recent years, with the value of the water bottle industry alone being $12.7 billion. Sophomore Layla Fokar explained that she was influenced by others when deciding whether or not to buy the Hydro Flask.
Probably like the disco girl trend in like 2019.
Sophomore Rebecca Santos bought the water bottle for a different reason.
To be honest, I only bought it so I could put stickers on it.
Water bottles offer a range of functionalities and considerations, and their suitability depends on specific needs and contexts. Sophomore Ariana Zan describes the practicality of her Hydro Flask in comparison to her Stanley.
In my opinion, I feel like the Hydro Flask, I see myself using it more because I can bring it to practice in school because it can fit in my backpack. Whereas like the Stanley is a little bit bigger, so I just feel like sometimes the Hydro Flask is more practical, but I also like using the Stanley at home. The Hydro Flask, like the Stanley's bigger than it, so it doesn't hold as much, the Hydro Flask, but I like it because I can bring it more places, I feel like. But the Stanley, like it can hold more, but sometimes it's harder to like, bring to school because you have to carry it around.
Sophomore Heather Gray describes a different disadvantage to her Stanley Cup.
I think they're definitely a little overpriced and they're overhyped too. They spill a lot. Like you can't tip them over or put them in a backpack unless they're like halfway full. And they dent pretty easy too.
The general consensus seems to be that Stanley water bottles do have potential drawbacks, including the possibility of leaking and their heavy weights. However, users also appreciate their diverse color options and compatibility with various cute accessories. Awalas, however, offer different benefits. Freshman Penny Tofig talks about the advantages of her Awala water bottle.
I think it's pretty practical. It's pretty useful. You know, it's smaller. It has like the top handle. It has a straw. It's pretty nice. I got this one because I just like the colors. I like the style. I like, the weight. It's lighter. It's not like chunky. It has the straw. It really cools things down. It keeps things cold, which helps.
Layla shares her different take on the topic.
It's kind of big, but that's just the size I bought. There's not really any downsides. It's a water bottle.
This approach to trends prioritizes personal preference and long-term value over fleeting popularity. We watched Hydro Flasks fall out of style in 2020 and now Stanleys, which are slowly losing popularity to Awalas.
Although a trend can fade, is it possible that they can come back? Since trends are directly correlated to public interest, it is a very real possibility that Stanleys will be around for a very, very long time. Common places to purchase these popular water bottles include Target and Amazon. Sold alongside these water bottles are other popular consumer products. For example, skincare products, pieces of clothing, and even water bottle accessories that are all considered trendy.
After seeing thousands of people online sporting the latest trend, it is only natural for us to want to fit in. As humans, we crave the feeling of being able to relate to those around us.
Along with the desire to fit in comes FOMO, or the fear of missing out. When you see someone raving online about a specific product, you're going to be curious as to why that person thinks it's so amazing. It leads you to buy that product so you can also have that great experience.
These fears lead to people buying these trendy items. When asked what she thinks about reusable water bottles becoming a trend, Ariana says,
I think it's good because I feel like it's better for the environment instead of plastic.
Rebecca agrees.
I like it. I mean, I think it's good, at least for the environment and stuff. That's something that I'm interested in, so I like the idea of more people using reusable water bottles.
Contrary to Ariana and Rebecca, Penny finds the practice to be unsustainable to some degree.
Sometimes it can go against the entire point of reusable water bottles because if you're buying more, then more are being produced, then it's worse for the environment. So I think having a reusable water bottle is good, but you shouldn't go crazy.
Currently, Stanley is the reigning champ for the most popular water bottle of 2024. However, we predicted that the Awala, a major competitor to Stanley, will soon take the throne in the years to come. This is because Awala is lightweight and way cheaper than Stanley. The practicality of Awala is similar to that of its ancestor, the Hydro Flask, yet the Awala is creative, new, and even more innovative. These companies successfully sparked the interest of many, creating the latest craze for people to chase after, feeding into consumerism.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Rivera Current.